Hello everybody, today I'm going to show you this. This is a kind of roadside emergency light type of flashlight / lantern that I picked up at the thrift store. So, as you can see, it's got the orange or yellow and red flashers, and it's got a fluorescent tube, and it has an incandescent spot at the end. And these are also incandescents. So, when I saw this at the thrift store, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get this. It was only $5, but apparently on eBay they go for like 10, so it's not that rare of a thing. It doesn't have a brand on it at all. And the only thing it really says is made in China on it. So, it's not the rarest thing, but it's still a cool thing to pick up. As you can see, it has this little strap here, so you can angle it around. You can kind of hold it like this, sling it over your shoulder, though it's not big enough for that. So, it has this little strap so you can hang it anywhere you want. Very cool. And as you can see, it has a switch here. It says fluoro, off, and spot. So obviously this switch does the fluorescent tube and the spot. But where are the red and yellow blinkers? Well, here they are. Here's the switch for the red and yellow blinkers. Right now it's on off, and you can switch it to red and it blinks. And you can switch it to yellow and it blinks, of course. And then you switch it to red and yellow, which it blinks like this, which is very cool. So, we're gonna go ahead and twist this knob that says to open it. Twist. And the top just comes off like this. As you can see here, the plus and minus. Very cool. And here is the inside. As you can see, it takes 6 C batteries. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 C batteries. These are just some cheap dollar store ones I got. And then, as you can see, you can lift this off to change the lamps, all of the lamps. You can unscrew these. As you can see, these are kind of like those flashlight bulbs, but in this case, it's being used for blinking. Very cool. 7.2 volts. Very cool. It has a built-in socket, which is not something you see, like just an off-the-shelf socket. You usually see just like 2 metal tabs, but this is an actual full-blown socket. So we can go ahead and screw that back in. Here's the red lens, which guess you have to. I'm not gonna take that out, but you can take it out. And here's the lamp. Slides out like that. Very cool. Yeah, it does have a etch on there. Generic daylight lamp. It's very hard to see. It's super faded, but it says F4T5/D. So it's daylight. So you can put it back in the lantern here. Very cool. And you can put back on the acrylic cover. And then here are the batteries. You just slide them in like that. Loop, loop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh, wasn't that fun? And then you could screw on the little cover and end piece here. Press it up against my belly. Okay, there we go. All screwed in. And as you can see, you can also change the spotlight on here too by rotating this a bit and lifting out. And as you can see, here's the thing that holds it all together, little plastic cover, reflector, and the bulb in there. So just kind of comes out there. It is a bit used, but it's not used that much. As you can see, the blinkers and this one are different lamps. So you gotta be careful when buying those lamps because they're all different. Here's the reflector piece. Very cool. This bulb goes in there. And here's the socket basting at the end, along with the circuit board. Very cool. But no one ever sees that, so they cover it up. The only downside with this is that all you have to do is give it like a little turn, and then it will just open right up. So you have to be kind of careful because you can accidentally go like, whoops, and then turn it, and then all of a sudden it's loose, and then you lose the whole thing. I wish they would have made the screw in, so you screw it in instead of just a short turn, and then you can lift it. But that's how they decided to make it. But so far it works. Okay, so let's get with the testing. We'll start with the fluorescent, and the spot. So go ahead and turn off the lights. And we'll turn it on in a 3, 2, 1. Okay, so first we have the fluorescent. It's a nice, generic, soft, pleasing daylight color. It's kind of flickery. Oh no, I lost my fluorescent! I guess the battery connection is not that good. So, here's the fluorescent. Lights up there. Oh my gosh. Lights up the area pretty well. Just keep it steady. Very nice. And then we can switch it to off. And then the spot. Oh, this is super directional. Like, so directional. Look at this. Makes it just a it's literally a spot. Literally. It's very directional. And it's super bright from all the way across the room. Just in the short section. Because of that nice reflector they put in there. You can see my LITE sign. And here, we can turn it off. And then we'll switch to the other side where we have the red blinker. There you go. And it's quite bright too. Very cool. And then we can turn it to off because you have to go past off to get to the yellow blinker, which is kind of an amber, I should say. And then you have both red and amber blinker. Very cool. So if you're on the side of the road, like stranded, you know, help, help, I got my blinkers, you know, so maybe someone could have had this in their car for a while, never really needed it because they never, like, got stranded, and then they donated it. So that's how it went, I guess. I'm only guessing that. My assumption. So, I really hope you enjoyed this video of this kind of no name, at least what I can see on the light, red and amber with fluorescent tube and spot flashlight / lantern for cars. And thanks for watching. So you have the fluorescent. Oh gosh. You got to be kidding me, right? There we go. Okay, fluorescent. Spot. Then switch it over. Got the red. Off. Amber. And then both. Very cool.